that earlier. This is DJ Wolf. I'm gonna jump to another subject in a second. First of all, I don't know why people call me telling me I'm turning on the radio. The hell, I'm not turning on no damn radio. This ain't Soul Train. You know, this ain't America's Top 40. You want to do that? Go to my station here channel. I told them that. I have a separate radio channel called Station Head. All kind of music. You can even turn to my channel. I'll get into that a little later. Anyway, I want to switch gears for a second. I talk about my Commanders, man. I know people say, "You was a long time Dallas fan." When yes, I was. It's about this before the season started. You know, the Cowboys disappoint me so many times, man, and mainly because of their arrogant owner who wants to be a coach at the top. He wants credit for everything. So that's another story. But the one thing I know is being a Commanders fan is that when you're a Commanders fan, you're a fan with your family. I never had that before. I was in Cleveland for years. I wasn't even a big. I was never really a big Cleveland Browns fan. I'm from Cleveland. I'm from the heart of Cleveland, and I grew up in the Glenville section. And I was never really a big Browns fan. I was a big Indians fan, not Guardians. I was a Cavaliers fan for a while. Just hope they do well this year too. But as far as Browns, no. I just never went the Browns that sucked for years. They still suck. That's another story. But I never had that. And never had camaraderie anywhere where I say where you people was like, oh, Browns, Browns. Not anybody I knew. And I was there 21 years. I grew up there. But here, and I've been out here 35 years. And we're 36, but I stayed in 89. But anyway, since I've been here, and since I became more of a fan of the Commanders, man, I feel loved. I feel respected. I feel belonging, man. I really do. Part of the belonging is because these people really like winners. They want to see DC do good. Good. When DC do well, you know, the whole area, and even in some cases, the whole country does. That's one of the reasons I root for Commanders. Matter of fact, um, I have respect for the quarterback. I have respect for the coach, staff, everybody there. I'm not going to front. Here's the other thing. They just voted into the legislature now, and it's going to happen that DC will get control of the area of the RFK Stadium. They will finally get access to it. They will have ownership to it. They were just granted, and now they'll be able to call their own shots to get the Commanders back into DC, which is a good thing, you know. And I'm behind it. I wasn't at first because they've been PG for years, but I'm fully behind it. I ain't even front, you know. And speaking of that, tomorrow is probably their biggest game of the season since they've under new ownership. And it's amazing how and I just listened to James Brown on TOP. Actually, I met him, matter of fact. Um, some people I know him personally. James Brown from CBS Sports. Yeah, and I can think Fox. I think he worked for Fox for a while too. But anyway, and basically, it's a big game, and it's amazing how they turn this around the first year out the gate. Not too many teams can do that. You know, he was even saying something about uh, that the Commanders are really ahead of their schedule for the first season being under new ownership. And they look, it's just different as night and day. They changed the logo. So there's people still have some issue about that. That's another whole story. Um, but they changed everything. Once they did the change, they got better. They really did. I'll give them that, and I'm proud of that. But this game tomorrow is for everything right now because they're 9-5, and man, just think if they change this tomorrow, it's going to be a different story, and they win. Oh my God, you know, there'll be a force to reckon with. and no doubt about that. They really will, and I'm excited about it. I really am. I think once they beat Philly, and I'm gonna say once they beat Philly, then they get to Atlanta. You know, Atlanta ain't no slouch team though. But if they beat Philly, I know she don't have no problem with Atlanta or the Cowboys. Our biggest problem now, I was talking to a couple of people, is the defense. If we can get the hurdle with the defense, we got it locked. I'm telling you right now. Offense is pretty good. I mean, is there always a room for improvement? No matter what you do in life, there's always room for improvement. I'm not going to front. There really is. But to sit there and watch them do what they do now is amazing. But nothing I would like more to see than to see a defensively backed squad to help get them over the hurdle. And that's all that's needed. Trust and believe. That's all that's needed. You know, once they can do that, it's a lock. No doubt about it. It's definitely a lock from there. I'm just anxious and excited that once they do that, man, I think we're good. Hopefully the defense will wake up because I'll be honest with you, they wouldn't show up the last couple of games. Even the game that they won against the Saints, they just barely got by. And I'm not even sure why because they were leading the first half. They were dominating the first half. You know, which is why I understand how we have a team that dominated the first half, and by the second half they just barely get by because of the defense. The offense had nothing to do with that. No, excuse me. The offense wasn't punching up. Well, offense only could do for so much. The offense is there to put points on the board. The defense is to stop the run on the opposition. Okay, against the opposing offense. That's what they're supposed to do. You know, if the defense is slacking and giving up more points than what the offense on their end is doing, then you need to shape up. I mean, the potential is there for both offense and defense, but the defense actually needs to really. Oh my God, these folks out here. I know he saw me coming over here too. The offense and defense, to be honest with you folks, the defense itself, if they could bring up the rear, I ain't worried about it. We got the lock. We got the lock, folks. Hey, hi, how y'all doing? Aiden, Amanda, Callie, welcome aboard. This is DJ Wolf Live on FORALL2HEAR TV. I'm just talking about the Commanders down here. If you're a Washington fan, let me know. Let me hear you holler. Um, just waiting for them to for the big game tomorrow, man. I'm excited about it. I really am. 1 o'clock, Northwest Stadium. I said, oh boy, it's gonna be a big crowd. They're the teams that the squad been selling out, man, like crazy, man. And the tickets are high. The tickets are double what I think the games now tickets were like ridiculous, man. I was like, and I don't live that far from there, but I was like, man, I would get tickets if they weren't so expensive. Good lord, I bet a hot dog is probably $50 per dog. You know, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So, all right, guys, gotta cut it short. I got some things I gotta do today. If I don't talk to you today, which I probably will talk to you on Monday. Talking about tomorrow, but probably Monday. Having a happy holiday, and I'll be talking to you guys later. I'm out.